Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I wanted to say this, I haven't done a review video properly for a while, and what I've been watching recently that doesn't relate to me in real life but fascinates me is that because my parents had to support me a lot recently, and this is similar for me in real life, and it's called Atypical, but that's in America, and two, it's also a made up story, and I haven't got autism at all, I don't think, but this character does, and for some reason I relate to Sam in this series, but not in a problem way or not Down syndrome, but with a problem, any sort of problem. I just kind of relate to him, and for some reason these days on YouTube you have to make a video that relate to whatever if you're doing something about movies or film, you have to relate to that and then talk about it. So this is what I'm doing with Atypical and my thoughts on, because most Netflix series seem all the same now, because I thought Netflix has a bunch of different things on it. But now, every time I go on Netflix, there's a new teen show on. It's completely different to the previous teenage movie or show on Netflix. But sometimes I watch this series and I think this is really good. Some of it is boring, some of it is like, alright. It's not the best if you've seen other teenage shows on Netflix, but with Atypical, it's something to understand what my parents think of me, but I don't think I got autism. I definitely got something else though. I'm not supposed to share it with you though, but the thing is, we have to talk. Everything is becoming all public now. We have to talk about it on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, even though we're not really supposed to without our consent. So this series is actually really good. I don't think I got autism. I definitely got something else. I already told you that though. But I'm not into like people's have problems or people got suffers with something, and that show or TV show or movie relates to somebody in real life. I'm not really into that sort of thing, but with Atypical, I'm not sure because it's a teenage show or it's just a show that you watch and you think, oh yeah, this is quite interesting. Can I let Craig see who he is and help him? No, because when you get older, you have to do whatever you want to do when you get older, obviously. So yeah, I'm not really well at all. Nothing to do with my problems. It's just I'm in a phase at the moment, and all my effing doctors and nurses are trying to help me, and I think that's really ridiculous. But that's also what's happening in this show called Atypical. But throughout the series, I'm up to episode 10, series 3. That's what I'm up to at the moment. So yeah, my head's a mess, by the way. I don't really like series like this that's supposed to say, oh, this is what autism people do, or this is what download syndrome or whatever it's called have. With the deaf girl, or whatever the short film was, that was interesting, probably because that was British, but Atypical is American, and my parents have to help me in my life, but that's supposed to be something for the UK standards, not the US, and this is what it comes to with most teenage shows. Not all the teenage shows in the world is from the US, but mainly all of them these days are. So mainly, I'm not saying all of them are, but it just seems like it. But this show's quite good. I'm not saying that I'm fed up with my life at the moment. I want to kill myself. No, I do not want to do that. I just feel like this show helps me and helps my family. That's all I want to say. But I wouldn't say it helps other people who've got problems. But for some reason it helps my parents, not me. I just watch it because it's something we have to watch. Or not something we have to watch, but something that we say, yeah, why don't we watch Atypical? And I go like, okay. Because it's not the best show ever, and I'm not saying it helps the old people to understand, let alone the characters in the show, but it helps my parents to understand me. And it probably helps, Sam's sister, she's got a problem, and she's turning out to be gay at the moment, and I haven't ended this series yet. I haven't finished it, and I don't really know at the moment. But I do like that my parents recognise who I am. Sometimes that's quite worrying, and sometimes it's not worrying. But so I'm not saying this to be weird or anything like that. But Atypical is quite interesting and for my parents, but I think it's just alright-ish, because there's some teenage shows that I already watched that are quite good, and Atypical is not good. It's just, it is really, really good. It's just, it's not my cup of tea-ish, and most teenage shows ain't my cup of tea, because most teenage shows these days are rubbish. That's my opinion, so it's not true, but this is what I think of it. It is, and I'm not saying that Atypical is the best show ever, but it's alright if you're into helping people who've got problems. Like for Sam, he's got autism. I'm not sure what I have, but I definitely got a problem with myself. Not in a mental health thing, but something. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like in real life. I have this sort of problem when I have to talk to doctors and nurses, and they say, "Hey, you want to commit suicide or whatever?" Well, this is what happened to Sam. He has to face people who go like, "Are you right? La 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 la." Something like, I kind of, relate to him, not because he's got autism, and I haven't got autism. I definitely got something else though, that I'm not going to tell you. But yeah, this show definitely helps people who've got problems, let alone people who've got autism, because I haven't. I don't think. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I do find these sort of shows interesting, and not a lot. I'm not into these sort of shows, but I do like how my parents understand me by watching this show, even though I'm not related to Sam's state, if you know what I mean. So that's all I got. But yeah, my thoughts on this show is alright. I'm not saying this show is the best. I'm just saying it's okay to watch if you got problems, But this is the same with the BBC series called Doctors. They help to understand, not the characters. Well, the characters do help people in Birmingham, or whatever. But in real life, we still struggle to get people better for the world and whatever. And Atypical, the only thing that is helping Sam is Azid, and he's got back together again as friendship homies. That's all I know at the moment. By the way, I have planned this video, by the way, so I'm not just saying things. Mainly I am, and mainly I'm not. I'm just saying this stuff about the show, what I think of it, because in real life we have problems. In the episodes, Sam has loads of more problems than we used to, and I keep on thinking, what am I going to say in this review of Atypical? So I don't know. So yeah, this is all I've got. Thank you very much for watching this video. please like it, and hopefully I'll do more review videos in the future. If I'm not, I'm gonna carry on doing reacting videos, even though most people don't watch my reaction videos anymore, so I need to get better at it. So yeah, anyway, this is all I got. I do like the fact that Sam is going into a relationship and he suffers with that sometimes. I think all of us do, so you're not alone, Sam. But yeah, that's all I got, and hopefully hopefully this video demonstrates that we all have problems, and Atypical does show that a lot more than we have got. So yeah, bye.